Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello, my name is Marianne, and this is All in the Hour Treasures. Today is Sunday, the 17th of May, and I am having my live sale. I haven't been on in about a month or so I'm just waiting for the notifications to go out. I gotta, let's see. Hello, I have a lurker. Let's see. Good afternoon. Sorry, my tripod tends to scoot down on me. So how is everybody today? Content live. Okay. Well, today I'm having a live sale, and I'm located in southeastern North Carolina. If you don't know my channel, hi Simone, how are you? It's good to see you. In the Lurker Lounge today, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just putting it, trying to get my audience. Just trying to get my live. Trying to filter it to subscriber only mode. I haven't been on in over a month, so I'm probably, people don't even expect me to be on, but anyway, let's see if I could, audience, no. So how are you? How's your weather? We went from 4 to 9. Exactly. Yeah, we did too. It's this coming week is gonna, what we say down here is the gates of hell are gonna open up. We've been having California weather in the 70s with low humidity, so yeah, it's coming. That humidity is coming. Let me just change this and apply. Okay, I'm in subscriber only mode. So let's go back to what I'm doing. Okay, let's get me up here. Here we go. What I'm doing. There we are. Okay, let's get me up here. Here we go. Start up. Oh, what the heck? There we are. Okay, let's get me up here. Sorry about that. Can y'all hear me good? All right. Okay. So it's good to see you. Hello, other people that are lurking. How are you? So I'll just do the background. Simone, you already know. So those of you that don't know my channel, I I've always had sales on Sunday, between 3 or 4, depending. But I did take a little bit of time off, uh, you know, for life things. So anyway, if you don't know my channel, my name is Maryanne. My email address is down in the corner here of the screen. You can see that's allinaattichtreasures@gmail.com. If you're interested in purchasing anything, you would just email me your real name, your YouTube name, your PayPal email, so I can send you an invoice. So with your full mailing address. Other than that, that's pretty much all I do. I ship with Pirate Ship, which is a discounted shipping that I use, and I only ship with USPS unless it's something really, really heavy, and then I'll switch over to FedEx. But just you would expect your packages coming in from USPS. And I bill with PayPal. So I would need a PayPal email from you. And when you pay with PayPal, you don't have to be a customer. You have, Simone, I don't have anything patriotic today. I just have, I just have odds and ends. So I don't have anything patriotic. I don't come across a whole lot of that stuff. So I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Okay, so again, if you don't have PayPal, you can check out as a guest. They do accept all major credit cards, Venmo, and so on. So you could just, don't feel that you can't be able to purchase. So I have some goodies today. I'm going through my items, and I agree, Simone. They are tough to find, unless you make something. But I'm not finding anything. I mean, Hobby Lobby has a boatload of stuff, but I was going to maybe next week. I'm thinking next week, because we have the whole month of June yet. I do have a couple of like blue glasses and a blue bowl and some red glass items. I was thinking maybe do red, white, blue, but I'm not sure. I'm basically a lot of stuff that has not sold on my channel in the past has gone to my booth. So I'm kind of moving it there as we go. So before these kind of hit my booth, some of the items you might have seen at a prior sale, some not. But before they go to my booth, I want to give you guys an opportunity to purchase it. It's okay. It's slow this month. It's I honestly, I wish it was better. I wish it was better. But as long as I make my booth rent, I'm okay. So I did that so far, but it's a work in progress. A lot of folks go on vacation. I think the kids down here, I think Saturday, they graduated. A lot of kids graduated college and graduated high school, and so school's out. And a lot of people, they go on vacation, so they're not going to be around. Hello, Miss Sherry. How are you, sweetheart? I missed you too. So the over the summer months, it kind of slows down quite a bit. And I do have a lot of, my booth is eclectic, I did a quick video of it on Instagram. It's eclectic, you know, just like what I bring here to the channel. So I'm just kind of, you know, I've got like 3 totes ready to go, but my booth is full. I can't bring any more over until some other stuff sells. So we're doing a sale this month on the boots. So hopefully, but there's, you know, it's a hit and a miss. You never know. You know, you never know what people want. I've sold anything from modern to rustic, you know, so I try to keep my booth eclectic. I did bring in some clothing that I found. Found these really pretty, Indian, like authentic India outfits. You know, they have the, you know, I don't know what they're called. They're called something in Indian, but anyway, it's the top and then they have the pants that match or whatever. But I grabbed them because they look so boho and they're silk and they have that boho vibe. So I'm seeing how that goes with that. But they, you know, you don't, it's mostly tops, but they're very comfortable. You know, they have this slit on the side, and if you're creative, you can cut them, you know, so other than that, it's a hit and a miss, but other people are doing well. Hey, Sherry, I made that apple pie for you. Okay. And the one that I showed you a few months back, I kind of changed up the recipe and I didn't like how dark it was. Okay. So I changed up the recipe and I had it look more authentic. Like it was literally, it was looked more like dough. So, and I put it all together and you have to let it dry, you know, before you, you know, ship it out. Anyway, but the problem is that the lattice work across the top of the pie, when it dried, some of it separated. So there's these little splits. There's like 4 little splits in the pie. If you give me a second, I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't ship it out to you, because I'm not happy with it. And I wouldn't have known this did not happen with my other pies. But I mean, I'm still using the salt dough. Okay, so here's the pie. Okay, here's the pie. And I changed the recipe up so it looks more like it's real dough. I didn't coffee smudge it a whole lot. But here, like right here, see how this separated from this piece? And then where's another one? This one separated from this piece. I'm not happy with it. You know what I mean? Like, and right here, this separated from this piece. I mean, I don't want to send something out like that. You know, I mean, I was, you know, gonna tie a gingham ribbon. You know, I tie a gingham ribbon across the top, which would hide that, but it does look real, doesn't it? But I wasn't sure if you were going to be happy with something like that. And I don't know how to fix it other than rip the whole thing apart and start all over again. But, you know, real dough does that. Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is salt dough. That's what this is. And I did it in a pan. So, but that's what it looks like. But it's a lot lighter than what it was. You see, it's a lot lighter. The other ones that I showed prior was it was more coffee paged, which was, really too dark in my opinion. It didn't look like real clay. So what I did with this dough was I colored the dough first. I put paint in the dough and then made the pie. So if you like it the way it is, I can send it out. It's not going anywhere. But I just didn't know if you minded this part here. Oh, it's funny that you said that because I had made a video, Sherry. Well, hello, Kentucky Digger Steve, how are you? Welcome in and thank you for subbing. So what I was saying was I did a video of me in the process of making one of these. But it was so lengthy. I was like, I gotta, and when it came to, editing and all that, it just, I don't know. But anyway, I could possibly do that. I could make another one. I mean, they're not really difficult, and they're these leaves that you pop out. They're like these little things that you press into the dough. But again, like I'm going to put the gingham across the top and maybe, put the gingham, it's kind of like, it's like a dark green gingham, check gingham. Anyway, that's the pie. That's the pie. Leaf stamps. Yes, leaf stamps. And that's what I do, the edge of the pie. I put it on top of the fluting. But anyway, it's ready for you. I just wanted to get your okay. If you don't, if you don't want it, my feelings aren't hurt. I'll just put it in my booth and make you another one. But it's just, you have to let them dry. Otherwise I'll end up losing the leaves. Okay, invoice you. All right, great. So that's the extent of my fake bake. I was doing it, I went, I was going to do like I bought these glasses, but I'm going to sell them. I think they're vintage, but these ice cream glasses, I was going to do like ice cream floats and things like that. But I think shipping them might be a problem. And when I made some other items, I think I might have posted it on Instagram. I'm not sure. Anyway, made some cupcakes for Valentine's Day. And then I did, I made a few more of those, what do you call them? The Irish coffees. And I put them in the booth. And then I had some Irish cupcakes. It was St. Patty's Day. And they just sat there. Nobody wanted them. So I said, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Because, they're expensive. If you go to Etsy and you go to buy a pie or anything like that, I mean, there's you could pay like $18 just for a cupcake, but they're done so nicely. They really are. There's a lady that I follow. She's from New York. She has an Etsy shop and she does YouTube video tutorials, and I love her and her friend Lori. Her name is Aline. And I adore listening to them too, because they're from New York and they have that heavy New York accent. Sherry, you would love them. You would love listening to them. That married couple is a couple that I don't know who they are. Simone, I really don't. I kind of just adopted them. because I liked it. You know, it's one of those old photos that they color enhanced, and you know, I don't know if you can see it with the, you know, there's the light is on it, so. Yeah, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Um, yeah, they came out good, and I was able to um, ship them off to you. So, oh, Kentucky Digger Steve. Okay, it's the wife. Okay, okay. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Um, okay, so I don't have a master list today. Um, I'm just kind of bringing you stuff. Some of you might have seen it already. Some of you might not have seen it. But I wanted to bring it to you before I bring it to the booth. I thought about bringing y'all over to my booth and doing a live sale from the booth, but I think the owner might not be okay with that, because she does earn a commission on everything that I sell. So I pay my rent, and then I pay 10% commission to her. So if I were to do a live sale at my booth, that means she would expect to get 10% as well, which, you know, rightfully. So I thought maybe I would just, you know, do it from here. Sherry, how come she says, how come I'm only seeing my chats and not others? I'm not sure, Sherry, why you're not seeing. What are you watching it on? Yeah, if you're watching it on your TV, maybe you won't see it, but I think you have to be signed into your YouTube channel to be able to see the chat. I mean, you're subscribed to me, so your tablet as usual. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but everybody's saying hello. Simone is out there saying hello to you as well. Maybe, let's see. I'm going to make you. Let me see if I make you blue. Okay, let's see. I made you a moderator. Let's see how that goes, Sherry. Can you see it now, honey? Okay. And thank you for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Let me just refresh my channel. Hi, Dreamboat. How are you? Okay. And welcome in, live chat. Okay, there you go, honey. There you go. All right. Oh, damn. Okay, I got your oh. Okay, sorry. I got your email. I got your email, honey. Thank you, Lori. I got it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so guys, let's get right into it. And again, I'm sorry I haven't been on. I just, you know, with putting stuff in the booth, and I really haven't been thrifting a whole lot. You know, I haven't been thrifting. Cost effective. It's not cost effective. So what I'm doing is I'm basically going through my inventory. Oh, he's sleeping, honey. He's sleeping. He's not with me today. The thrifting, you've heard other resellers talk about it. The thrifting has become a lot. Let's just show this. The thrifting has become more and more difficult. So with that being said, it's hard to find good, really, really, really good items. And before I get started, I just have to say, and I might lose people. I don't know, but I have to say what I got to say. I have wonderful people who come to my channel and shop with me, for sure. Yes, I did, Lori. I got your email. I sure did. Thank you, honey. There's certain folks that have been with me for, I've been doing this, I think, almost 5 years now. And there's certain folks that have been with me the whole time. And I have a whole address book filled with people that don't come. Oh, you're not Lori? Okay. I'm sorry. Steve's wife. I'm sorry. I keep calling you Lori. I apologize. And there's a whole bunch of folks that used to come that don't come anymore. I don't know why. I don't know whether I'm not subscribed or whatever. I'm Tina. Okay, sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I apologize. So I see people occasionally. They'll pop in, then I won't see them for months. But I do have a steady amount of people that do come to my sales each Sunday. But to be perfectly honest with you, in a business sense, those people that come, and they're very loyal buyers, and they find a little something that they like, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. But on a business aspect, the reason why I haven't been thrifting is that how do I put this? In a business way, you have to be able, it's supply and demand, right? So you have to have the people to come and to purchase, and then you move your inventory, and then you can bring in more with what you make. Now, all of y'all know this is not a hobby for me. This is my secondary form of income. So whatever I sell helps me pay my bills. Okay. And I know times are tough, and people are not spending, like they used to, and I get it. But I can't sustain continually buying items to refresh and bring you guys something new every week if I only have 6 or 7 people respectively buying from my channel. Okay, so if I had like other channels, if I had 200 people in my channel, and I had 20 or 30 people buying, then I would be moving inventory and buying more stuff to bring. But that's not happening. And thrifting is extremely difficult to try to find stuff that y'all are interested in. I'm eclectic. I'll bring whatever you know, whatever floats my boat, I'll bring it in. I know certain people collect certain stuff, so I try to keep an eye on that. But I can't, it just doesn't make sense to continue. Oh, really? You sell Tupperware and you can't? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. eBay sales have gone way down. People are not buying on eBay. There's this big return scam that people are doing where they're using AI to make items look like they're broken, and eBay is refunding sellers, refunding buyers, and this whole big spiel going on, and it's really become a hot mess. It really has. So even though I have a smaller audience here, I don't have the visibility. It still makes it, you know, I could put a lot of my stuff on eBay, but I'm scared to death that somebody's going to use AI and claim that it came in broken, and then eBay's going to just refund them. And so then I'm out of the product and I'm out of the money. And, you know, so until they get that all straightened out, I'm kind of laying off eBay right now. I'm scared to death to even do any of that. Like, and the booth sales are, it's whenever someone walks in, and it's a wonderful, wonderful place. If anybody's ever, you know, if you're ever down in Lumberton and right off exit 22, yeah, 22 off the I, just look up, you know, Southern Chick. They're on Facebook, and it's just Southern Chicks. And she's a vendor, and she has a pretty big building with about 80 or 100 vendors in it, and, you know, soup to nuts, guys. Beautiful place. But again, it's, you know, it's a hit and a miss, you know, whether someone comes in and buys something or not. So you never purchase from eBay? That's weird. You know, I've checked out other avenues like Etsy. And then, you know, with them, they really want like super duper photographs and all this big description. And I don't know. So the amount of money that you make on Etsy, which is probably high end, more high end, more high end is vintage and crafted items. But the amount of work you got to do, you know, I guess that pays for pays for it. So what I'm trying to say is that that's why I've kind of slacked off. Oh, you do the auctions? Okay. I get in trouble. I know I get in trouble with auctions. I don't have the funds. I don't have the funds. Okay. And what I'm saying right now is that when I sell these items, it goes and it helps me to pay my bills. Okay. Even though I'm working part-time, I'm collecting my Social Security. And I'm only allowed to make a certain amount of money per year over top of the Social Security. And the Social Security isn't a lot because I was an at-home mom. You know, the ex-husband was the breadwinner, so my Social Security check isn't that much. So this is my avenue of making extra money to help me pay my bills. But there's not enough left over to do the thrifting. And the thrifting concept, I mean, people are asking crazy prices for stuff. You know what I mean? You know, you see it all over. You see it all over. Oh, I don't, make sure you're subscribed to me, Sherry. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, honey. So I'm not trying to be a downer or anything like that. I love all y'all. I really truly do. It just, you know, my channel is not growing. I'm not being seen. And I don't know why. I don't know why. That's okay, Simone. I'm not trying to be a downer donner. I'm just trying to keep it real. I, as you know, from my channel, I just do live sales. I don't live my life through YouTube. And I'm not criticizing anybody that does. But I'm pretty private, and I just don't put my business out into the internet land. I don't ask people for money. I don't ask for nothing. I don't ask for nothing. I never have. And, you know, I'm just do the best I can with what I have. And I don't, you know, I don't ask for nothing. I just, you know, I just have my show, and that's what I do. And I don't have, and it just, you know, if if any other resellers ever see this and they're like, well, you never have any guests or whatever, I've said this over and over again, I don't know how to do it. I've never been walked through. I've had offers of being walked through, but then nothing ever materialized. So I don't know how to do it. I use my phone as my camera. I don't have a webcam. I don't know the whole, I just found out how to do subscriber mode, and I've been doing this for 5 years. So yeah, look at this, the $1,200 a month for health insurance. I get it. So they're, it's hard. It's really tough. And I'm grateful for everybody who comes, and the little things that you purchase, you know, helps me a lot. You know, so as far as like having guests on my show and things like that, I don't know how to do it. You know, I'm not tech savvy. I'm really a dumbass when it comes to that. You know, it's something I don't understand it. I don't get it. I would have to be walked through it, you know, literally walk through it. And, you know, I'm not of the age that, you know, I've got the youngins around the house, you know, to help me through this. I don't understand it. So, you know, if I'm not seen, I can't, you know, people don't know. So I just rely on word of mouth at this point. But I before I start my sale, I just wanted to say how very much I truly appreciate all y'all. Yeah, we're born in a different. Hi, Elaine. How are you, sweetheart? A long time no see, baby. It's one of my buyers, Elaine Driscoll. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I don't know what happened. I'm so glad to see that you're here. Yeah, it's the tech thing. The tech thing. Yeah, I'm glad you found me. I don't know how you found me, Tina, but I'm glad you found me. I offer in my sales. I offer if you go back, there's a buyer. She never gets her notifications. I'm not sure why. Some say that you have to have it on your phone, that you accept notifications from the YouTube app, or your tablet or whatever. I'm not really quite sure. Oh, life's been busy. I hear you, girl. But I'm not sure. That's just what I've heard from other people. And I sell a lot of stuff that other people are selling. I don't do Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. I adore him. I adore this man. I've been watching him for years, since, I don't know, it's probably 6 years now that I've been on YouTube. But I watched him back when he was in Philly, and I learned so much about the glass and this and that. And, you know, he has this niche, and he does fabulous with his niche. I don't focus 100% on anything. I just soup to nuts. It could be anywhere, anything. But I try to keep it in the vintage. the vintage realm of, you know, what goes on. But with saying all of that, I'm not going to go on and flap my gums. I wanted to, you know, express my gratitude to each and every one of you. I don't want you to think that, you know, I was ignoring anybody or whatever. I just, you know, if the business model isn't working and you can't sustain going out and thrifting more items, but you're not getting return or sales from those items, you become a hoarder. You become a hoarder. And, you know, it doesn't make it, you know, it doesn't make it a good business sense to continue to do those things. That's one of the oceans of person. Oh yeah, you do. I love Scott. He's, you know, he's so dedicated to what his niche is. You know, his whole life is that. I think he's an old soul that's reliving his life in the modern times. He's been reincarnated, I believe, from the 1925. But he knows his stuff, and he's very theatrical, and he knows how to work YouTube, and he knows how to make his channel tick, and he gets people very interested. Not everybody has that talent, and I, you know, hats off to him. I mean, he is a character in his own right. I just adore him. I really do. I get such a kick out of him. But again, I hope you all understand. That's why I haven't been on as frequently. And they say that, you know, you have to be consistent if you want to have a YouTube channel. You got to be consistent. You got to keep going. And yeah, I agree, Tina. Shopping Goodwill. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Exactly. And that's, you know, is it me, or whenever you see people do videos and they're walking through antique malls or vendor malls, like, where is everybody? Like, they're empty. You know, like, there's maybe two people. You might see 2 or 3 people, but I'm like, where the hell is everybody? You know, I don't know, but you walk in a Hobby Lobby and there's a boatload of people. You go to Walmart, holy crap. I mean, it seems like, the items are curated, they're put in booths. It's not an antique. Well, some of them are antique malls. I mean, legitimately saying, if you have an antique and you do your background work and you know what they're selling, what it's selling for, then you put it in your booth, or antique stores. But back in the day, if some of you already know, before the internet came up, we used to have a book called Corvell's, and it was the blue book, or, the book of knowledge, we used to call it. So back in my early 20s, I mean, I've been thrifting since, I don't know, since I was a teenager. My mom did it. She would kick me out of the car to get something off the curb. It was so embarrassing. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry the squirreling. Yeah, yard sale. Come on now, people. I mean, come on. Exactly. Yep, groceries, gas. I mean, gas here is $4.14 a gallon. I mean, come on now. Whoever bought stock in gas is going to make a huge profit. But, it's the little people that are paying for all that. That's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, yard sales people are you know what it is. They're taking their phone and they're Googling everything. And, there's this guy that I watch on YouTube, my YouTube feed, or Instagram feed or whatever. He's a vendor owner. He owns a vendor mall, and each day he comes on and he talks about certain things. And what struck me interesting was going back to looking up items in the Corvell book. You know, you would have your antique books, and years and years and years ago, that's how you did it. You know, if you were a dealer, an antique dealer, whatever, first of all, you didn't give your sources away. That's number one. If you were a dealer and you sourced somewhere, nobody knew where you were sourcing because it was so competitive. Number two, there was the books, the reference books with the prices. So if you did come across something, some furniture or some kind of collectible, whatever, you would go to the book. Corvell's used to tell you what it was worth, and you were able to price it accordingly. Okay, but now that you have the internet and everybody's got a phone, and there's eBay, what this gentleman says is that eBay should not be the end all or the golden rule price of what people are pricing their items at. Because there's all different types of venues that are selling, right? So what they'll do, I've seen at yard sales, I've seen people literally print up pages and say, this is this much on eBay, but we're asking this much. Please, 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 please. I've seen it in vendor malls. They'll put that, you know, this is the price. People have phones, they know how to Google. But what's disturbing is that even in the thrift store there's a thrift store that I go to, they'll eBay, you know, they'll search it up on Google, and they'll say, oh, this is expensive. This is worth this much. And I'm like, no, you got to go to the solds. You got to go to the solds, and you know, you can't just, you know, say anybody can throw a number on something. You know, I mean, I can ask $500 for something, but that don't mean that's what they're trending or that's what they're getting. Okay, and everything is on trends and what the heck people are doing. Right, exactly. There's estate sales. Some estate sales now are not allowing phones inside the estate sale. They will not allow it. They're no more. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying that's what I saw recently. That there are few estate sale companies that are no longer allowing phones inside. But again, you know, that's a whole nother subject in itself of what estate sales are doing. You know, you could just Google it, people talking about it. So it makes it kind of hard for the reseller. You know, you have people that are sourcing Facebook Marketplace, live sales, all the avenues to, you know, to pick up items, to flip them through eBay or flip them through Etsy, whatever. That's all fine. If you find your unicorn, that's wonderful. But you know, estate sales, it's, you know, the first 2 days are for collectors and the last day is for resellers. You know, you can't expect to go in there and get anything. That's why I don't go. I don't go. I haven't been. There was like 2 or 3 estate sales here recently. I just didn't go. I didn't go because I know I can't touch them. And I have so much inventory as it is that I just, you know, just need to move it. But again, you know, when the price of gas, the price of food, health insurance, you know, some of us are living on fixed incomes. I mean, I get it. And nobody's here. I don't expect everybody to buy when they come, you know, just hanging out, shooting the shit, you know. Sorry for the language. Just, you know, shooting the breeze, and if something tickles your fancy, that's great. But I just wanted to explain why I haven't been on. And I'm seriously thinking of just dissolving, you know, just selling what I can, and just, you know, dissolving it out after a while. You know, that's just what's been in my thought pattern. Because I don't know how long I can financially sustain doing this, and y'all don't want to see the same stuff week after week after week, and if there's only 6 or 7 people purchasing, those same 6 or 7 people, they've already seen it, and they're not buying it. That's why if it doesn't sell here today, it goes to the booth. Now there is a reseller, there's a buyer, a lovely woman. What she did is she went back through old videos of my old live sales, and she just contacted me recently, and she said, hey, there's something that I saw in this particular live sale. If it's still available, I'd like to purchase it. And I went and I reviewed it, and I was like, yes, it's still available. So I was able to sell that, sell those few items to her from prior live sales. Now, I encourage you to do that, that if you see a live sale and it ended, that live sale is on YouTube for a duration. Facebook live sales only stay a month and then they're gone. But anything on YouTube stays there for a duration of time. So you can always go back, put it on 2 times speed, go to the very end where they do the recap and see what's available, and then reach out to them. All it takes is an email. And I encourage y'all to do that, because I do have a lot of stuff that's sitting in my booth that I had offered on previous sales that Simone, you can ask $1 million for a ham sandwich. Yes, you can. That doesn't mean someone's going to pay you for it. You can ask what you want. But I found it interesting that he put it out there in the, in the realm of do your homework, do your research, and eBay isn't the end all of what something is valued at, because like he said, some person at 3 a.m, going through eBay, comes across something they like. Maybe they had a wine, glass of wine or two, whatever, and they're like, oh, I need that in my life. And bam, they overpaid because they didn't research it. They didn't, really go out and try to find this stuff. And visit your antique malls. Holy crap, there's a boatload of stuff. It's like little museums. And there's so many of curated items that people have gone and found. And of course, you're going to pay a little bit more because they had to buy it. They got rent, the whole spiel. But, for a collector, if you're looking for a certain item, there you go. Resellers are having it hard right now. There's a lot of people saying that the whole world of reselling is kind of fizzling, because it's changing. The young folks are out buying t-shirts and vintage 90s, 80s, 90s clothing. You'll see videos of them all heading into Goodwill to the bins, and they're reckless. They're reckless. But it's what the young crowd is looking for. They're not looking for any of this stuff. My kid, who's 30, he's going to be 30. He's 33 years old. He told me, I don't want this stuff, Ma. I appreciate it that you want me to inherit things of value, but I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't think his wife wants it. And so, I don't even know if my youngest son wants all of this Asian stuff that I have for him. But my son, he's like, I just want the sea glass that I used to pick up off the beach when I was a little boy. That's what he wants from me. He doesn't want the china. He doesn't want the tchotchkes. He doesn't want the antique glass. He don't want none of that. Oh, hubby's watching on the big screen? Yep, Simone, yeah, exactly. Sherry. I'm glad your daughters love vintage antiques. That's awesome. And your kids the same, Sherry? They don't want it? And like he's saying to me, Ma, just sell it all. Just sell everything. It's just stuff, you know. And I'm not going to say that, gift the items you want to gift while you can. Because, you'll know the story of Janet with Karen's Antique Barn. She used to do YouTube. She does Whatnot now. But her mother was a dealer and collected a whole lot of stuff over the years, and her mom passed and left it all to her. So she's been on like a 6-year venture selling off her mom's stuff. And if you ever watch Antiques by Karen, if you find her old YouTube story, she was inundated, and now it's up to her to sell it. And sadly, a lot of the kids today, the millennials or the 30, 40-year-olds, unless they're into like, the retro stuff and, things that are, what they're collecting, like they're all into the 70s and stuff. And girl, I lived in the 70s. This stuff is butt ugly. No offense to anybody who likes that stuff, but I lived through that. I lived through the avocado and the I can't. I lived through the 80s, and now the big duck is back. Hello, I had the big duck with the blue bow. For some reason, that's going crazy right now. Everybody wants the ducks. If I seen a duck, I wouldn't have touched it a year ago. But now, supposedly, everybody wants one. Been there, did that. Williamsburg blue and the mauve. I did that. But my kids, I don't know what they want. They don't want none of my stuff. Making plate walls. Uh-huh. No, yeah, plate walls are beautiful. Tina, plate walls are beautiful. And I mean, I had a boatload of plates that nobody wanted. I don't know. I think there might be some in that tote. I'm not sure. But anyway, enough of me yammering and yada, yada, yada. Oh, you had the ducks too, Elaine? We all had the ducks. Oh, my God. We all had the ducks. It's kind of like when bell bottoms came back. You're like, oh, no, been there, did that. Don't want to go back. Oh, my God. Blue boat geese, mushrooms, and T-shirts. Exactly. So if you try to find yourself some mushroom canisters, they're $65. I don't find them very often. I think a lady in one of the thrift stores I go into, she's not really a thrift store, but she sells doodads. And she's got a canister set in there. I think she wanted $100 and a quarter. And I was like, I can't touch that. I can't touch that. I had to do an MC Hammer on that one. I can't touch that. And, even in my own vendor mall that I'm, part of, there's stuff in there that I can't touch it. I can't touch it. Yep, exactly. Duck, duck, goose. So anyway, let's start with what we have. I'm not going to be doing a, my prices are going to go up and down today. I'm not doing what they call a clearance sale. I'm just, I'm going to price them accordingly. If you know what the value is on them, but some stuff I'm going to just be at cost, and other stuff I'm going to, and some stuff I, make a few dollars on, but nothing crazy today. All right. So if y'all want to begin, we can begin, and I'll start showing you. Oh, and before I start, I'm going to show you, I have glass fruit. Now, a lot of folks like their glass fruit. And I saw a picture when I was looking this stuff up. Somebody took a glass bowl, okay? here's two things. You know the glass dome plate holders, you know, the cake plate or the pie, the cake plate holders, you know, you have the bottom plate and then you have the glass dome that goes on top. I saw somebody take the bottom, which it has the bottom, right? That the fluted bottom. They flip it upside down. So now the plate part is sitting flat on the table and then the cone shape is shaped up. Then they take the top of the domed cake lid and they turn that upside down and it sits inside. So now it's this glass bowl with the platform. Okay. And then what they did was they put a puck light, it's one of the little battery puck lights, and they put all the glass fruit inside the glass bowl and then lit the puck light. And it looked incredible. I thought that was like the greatest thing. So that's what I found. That's what I found. And I was like, wow, that puts a whole new meaning to a domed cake plate holder. So there's an idea for you guys. There's an idea. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry that I yammer. I just want to thank all the people out there that keep coming and keep hanging out. And I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I just was going through some reflection on life. If that makes sense. But I'm glad you're all here and I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. All right, let's get started. I'm going to have to write this down as I go because I didn't price anything, but I'll write it down and give you a number. Okay, and then we can recap at the end. I'll write a number on it and the price. So let's start with this unique thing I found. This is stand pack. Anyway. Excuse me. Down the wrong pipe. Milk bottle. Quart size milk bottle. It's got a plastic lid. Pardon me. And it's a glass bottle. It'd be awesome. It's made by Stand Pack. There's a nice tight fitting lid. So if you want to keep your stuff in glass in the refrigerator, a lot of people are doing that these days. And it's a standard quart size. It'd be also pretty cool if you put beans in it or whatever kind of stuff you want to put in it, you know, buttons or whatnot. But if you just wanted to use it in your refrigerator for milk, or you wanted to put it up, set it up if you have like a vintage farmhouse look in your house, you can do that as well. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I went down the wrong tube. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm joking. Okay, so we have a quart-sized milk bottle made by Stand Pack. Nice tight lid, fitting lid. And we're just going to start out with number one. Pardon me. And it's $8. Number one, $8 for the milk, the quart size glass milk jug. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. I'm sorry guys, but that went down the wrong little pipe. Okay. All right, what's next? The next item I have is an offer up. And I'll put that in the chat. Whew, starting bid. Okay, I'm going to start this at 14 is what I paid for it. So it's in the chat. It's probably 1940s, but it's the 1940s mirror. I purchased this from Vintage Vinny probably last year or so, and I've had it on my dresser. And it comes with the little brush, and the bristles are still in good order, nice and you know, probably still has some hairs in there. But anyway, bristles are in good shape. They're not falling out. It is this color green, like a 1930s green with a black band. And here's the mirror. I won't blind you, but there's the mirror with the design, and it has the black band as well. In really pretty shape. Simone wants the bottle. Excuse me. Woo. Simone, I'm not even seeing that. Dreamboat Annie. Simone girl wants the bottle. Me too, Eileen. Duck Duck Goose, Elaine. I'm not even seeing that. Let me change to live chat. Oh, pardon me. Okay, now I got it. I'm sorry. I wasn't on live chat. I didn't see it, Simone. Thank you. All right, Simone, you get the bottle. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, so I see Tina in at 14. Thank you, Tina. So you get the set. The mirror is in excellent condition. There's no, very, very, very slight at the very bottom, but there's really no damage to that mirror. That mirror is in really good shape. Are you in live chat, honey? I'm not sure how it works on the tablet. Sherry, are you in live chat? I'm using my laptop. Okay, you're in live chat, all messages. I'm not sure. Okay. All right, so I have, we have Kentucky Digger Steve, Miss Tina, at 14. And we have any other interests. We're going to count her down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Sold to Tina. Hi, Miss Karen. How are you? Welcome in, honey. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. I don't know why you're having a problem. Okay, 14 to Kentucky Digger Steve, Tina. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. They're coming home to you. I love them. Okay. And I'll put your name on this, Simone. Okay, perfect. Oh, boy. Ooh, Rio. Okay. Up next I have, it's beautiful. Okay, that's perfect. No problem, Tina. I got you, honey. Okay. So these are, so sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. These are crystal candlestick holders, and these are marked Waterford, Marquise by Waterford. And that mark is right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. Anyway, it's right there. It's probably blurry. Anyway, here's the little sticker. Okay. And both of them have their stickers. There's no damage at all. They're very pretty. And these are starting at $12 for the set. Waterford Crystal Candle Holders by Marquise. Made in Germany. I don't know if you could see that. Made in Germany. I'm probably going to lose my my number system, but that's okay. All right, I will put them to the side. Yeah, it's a good crystal. Waterford's always a good crystal. Okay. I'm not sure why you're having a problem, sweetheart. I don't know. I don't know. All right, up next I have one small plate and two larger plates. I don't know what's going on, girl. Okay. Oh, pardon me. All right. This is, I'm probably not going to say this right, but it's Wheeldon, Wheildon, Wheeldonware by F. Winkle and Co., England, in the pheasant pattern. Okay. These have a definite Asian flair. Okay. I was only able to get two dinner plates and one salad plate in decent condition without any staining. So the first one is this. This is your pattern. Okay. This is the dessert tray or dessert dish. Bread plate. It's 8 inches, 8-inch round. Okay. Now you can Google these. You can go to replacements.com and look them up. And I absolutely trust replacements.com as far as getting a decent value. And I know Scott Curiosity Shop does it as well. So you can Google that. And this is 8-inch round. Here's your back stamp. Okay. These are very, very, oh, yay, Sherry, you're on board. That's awesome. Okay. So I have the 8-inch lunch plate. Okay. And this one is $10 for this one. 8-inch lunch plate. It doesn't have any damage. It's a little bit of crazing, but there's your bird of paradise. And the colors are vibrant. There's such a beautiful plate. So this one is 10. And then I have two dinner plates, and these are 14. This does have a few little knife marks on it, but nothing crazy. And here's the dinner plate. And I do have two available. Okay, these are $14 each. Okay. I see Steve in at 10. So Steve is going to take the small plate. Thank you, Tina. And then I have the $14 ones here. You just put 14. Okay. Holy crap. Hi, Tam Tam. It's good to see you. Welcome to my channel. Okay. So these are $14 each. And again, these will look great on a plate wall as well. Okay. $14 each. Here's your back stamp. Oh. I'm not sure. This might say 1955 on it. There's some red ink. And they're beautiful. Okay, but this is a very good brand. Again, if you look it up, these are made in England. Okay, so these are 14, and the the size, the bread plate is sold to Tina. Thank you, Tina, for $10. All right, I'll put that to the side for you, sweetie. Thank you so much. And these are going to be, I bet it's hot down there today. Whew. Okay, so I'll just mark these up and put them to the side. I do come across some Asian items, y'all, so if you're into the Asian stuff. Tammy, does Davis still collect, what are they called? I don't know if it's Manhattanville. I don't know who makes it. But anyway, it's a tall, it looks like a tall vase, but it's not a vase. It's a stand that they would put a shelf on, like back in the day when they would do displays. Is he still collecting those? Because I believe I have one, if that makes sense. And just let me know in the chat. Okay, so these are set aside. Next up, I have cream and sugar. Antique shelf risers, exactly. I believe I have that. These are done. This is Homer Lachlan. It's called Piccadilly, 1941. Yes, I believe I have one. I thought it was a vase until I watched their show, and then he said he was collecting them. Oh, you have several? Okay, that's awesome. All right, so there's your 1941 on there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Now M could be the letter of the month. That would be November. It's December, actually. But it's definitely 1941. And it's called Piccadilly. And here's your design. And this is the creamer. And there's a small little boo-boo right there on the bottom foot. And then here's your creamer. There's a little bit of gold loss, but not a whole lot. I mean, again, they're from 1941. Piccadilly, Homer Lachlan. And here's your design. You gave yours to David? Okay. Okay. This has a little bit of crazing inside. Jeffrey from Old Hadley Vintage said that if you go to like an agricultural place or whatever, you can get the 12% hydrogen peroxide and soak things like this, and all of that staining will come out. But you have to soak it. You can watch his channel. He'll talk about it. He talks about it. I think he's on at 8 o'clock tonight. Old Hadley Vintage. Okay, so if you're interested in the sugar and or creamer, okay, it comes as a set. It's $12 for the set. $12 for the Piccadilly creamer and sugar bowl set. 1941. Yeah, sweet Jeffrey. I'm so happy. His house is coming along. I just saw him. He did a basement haul. He was down in his basement. Remind me of my basement in New York. I don't have a basement here in North Carolina, and I surely miss it. Okay, so that one was $12 for the creamer and sugar set. Old Piccadilly. All right, we'll put that right there. Next up is a contemporary piece, but I found two. I'm keeping one. And it's this tiny little, it looks like a little miniature Dutch oven. It's ceramic. Okay, it's ceramic. And there's the top. And it's a nice, like a sage green color. And it's just as cute as can be. And I'm using mine on my countertop for the salt and pepper mixture. Okay, and I just keep it on my countertop and put salt and pepper in there. So if anybody's interested in the little tiny, it's this big, the little tiny, like a little Dutch oven kind of thing here. Okay, it's $6. $6. You just put in 6 in the chat. I'm not even going to assign a number. $6 for that. And it's oven safe, food safe, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe. And I see Simone at 6, and I see Elaine at 6. Okay, so, oh, I have Dreamboat Annie. All right, so here's how this works. If I have 2 or more people come in with the same number, I let them battle it out. Okay, it automatically becomes an auction. Okay, I do it differently from other people because people have different lags. So $6 right now, Dreamboat Annie, Simone, and Elaine Driscoll wanted. So now it's $6, and whoever puts in 7 or better, and it becomes an auction. Okay, so I have Eileen. I'm so sorry, guys. I get so confused with Elaine and Eileen. It's like, I don't know. I don't read it right. I apologize. So I see Elaine Driscoll coming in at 8. Okay. So Dreamboat Annie or Simone, you would just put out. Okay. So Dreamboat Annie is out. And I do this because of the lag. And everybody's internet works differently. So I just want to have it to be fair for everybody. Okay. Okay. So everybody's out. So Miss Eileen, it's yours, baby. Thank you so much. I'll put that. Eileen Driscoll. Thank you so much. I send my invoices out probably by Thursday of next week. And I use Pirate Ship for the shipping. I do work. I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I work an overnight shift. So Wednesday I come home at 7 a.m. and I usually sleep. So I get up Thursday and I start to package all my stuff up and get it all ready. So it's Thursday, possibly Friday morning. So I wish I could do it the following day, but I can't. Because, you know, working that overnight shift, that's a tough one. Come home and get my sleep. Thank you, Eileen. That's coming home to you. Thank you so much. Okay. Next up, I have a set of 6. This is going to be, we're going to start this set out at $12. Oh, you can bake garlic in it. Yes, ma'am. Maybe I won't use mine for salt and pepper. Maybe I won't use it for salt and pepper. Maybe I'll do the garlic. Oh, like a whole clove of garlic. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. I have these beautiful cordial glasses. Okay. And I don't know if I have something dark to put against them so you can see. Oh, this is my. Okay, these are starting out at 12 is a set of 6. And these is the size. And I'm not sure if, let me see. Let me do the back side of this. Can you see the design? It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn it real slow. You see that? Isn't they beautiful? Okay. It kind of has like this I don't know, like this swag. And then there's like a clear divot. And then this one is etched. Oh, you can't see it. And then there's these 3 things that hang down here. I don't know if you could. Yeah. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, but they're such a pretty glass. Anyway, they're really pretty in person, and I wish I could show them to you better. They're so pretty. There you go. You see that? There's the design. Isn't that pretty? See how they drop down like right here? Anyway, there's a set of 6 of them. They're this big. Okay. These definitely remind me of the 30s, but they could be the 50s. I'm not sure. They are etched. They are definitely etched, cut and etched. See how pretty that is? I love them. Anyway, I have a set of 6. They start at $12. There's no chips, no cracks. There's no damage at all. So I do have 6 available. And I wish I could hold all 6 in my hand at one time, but I can't. Aren't they pretty? I love them. Okay. So we'll put those to the side. I spent a whole lot of time talking, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time showing. So if you're interested, you just put it in the chat. 12 for those. Next up, I have, I don't know if anybody wants this. This is a, this is what they call a hobbyist piece, but I thought it would be pretty cool. I got it, honey. I just got it, Tina. Thank you so much. This is a corn, I guess it's like a corn casserole holder, okay, with its lid. I picked it up. There's a signature. It says Mavis, M-A-V-I-S, something. Not sure. There's no year or nothing like that. But it's definitely a hobbyist piece. It's all glazed on the inside. And it's a big old giant ear of corn. And here's the top. And I thought it would be kind of cute on the counter for like if you had that, you know, the kitchen that has a lot of the, you know, the farm stuff in it, you know. It could just be, oh, it has a small, it has a tiny, oh, I just noticed this. It has a teeny, teeny, tiny little paint chip right there, but that could be touched up easily. Okay, little tiny, tiny paint chip. But somebody said you could just, you know, you could put your cream corn in there, or you could just put a couple of ears of corn, freshly cooked corn in there, or whatever. Okay. Oh, it's similar to Shawnee? I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, that's a good job. I thought it would be kind of cool up on the counter if you're doing that farmhouse thing, you know. So it is this big. It's pretty big. Oh, yep, Thanksgiving. There you go. Corn chowder. But yeah, they did a good job. It's a giant corn. So it does measure 12 inches in length. So if anybody was interested in the corn casserole hobbyist piece, if anybody's interested in that, $14 if anybody's interested in the giant corn. All right, we'll put that over here. Up next, something a little different. I found these 1960s dolls. These are pretty cool. Okay. They are Japan. They're what they call, you know, they have the fishnet faces. Fishnet? Yeah, fishnet. Stocking heads. Okay. And I bring them to you as is for the set. Okay. I was going to sell them individually, but I was like, I don't know, maybe they should stay together as a set. Pantyhose, yes, pantyhose. Okay. We're going to do a starting bid of $14. Okay. And these are posable stocking head dolls. There's little posable hands and feet. And you can bend his legs and his arms. And here's the boy. And then you have this girl. She's a little like a Dutch girl. Her head kind of swivels, but there you go. And you have the little flowers on her hand. And these were made in Japan. Okay, and they measure, these guys measure 10 inches. Okay. So they're a set, starting at 14 for the set. Is he giving her the side eye? He is. He's giving her the side eye. Isn't that cool? They're so cool. Vintage 60s, 50s, 60s, little posable dollies. All right. And okay, 14 for the set. Okay. And again, if you watch it on the replay and you see something that you want, you can always email me. The email is in the blue box at the bottom of the bottom of the screen. All right. And then I have these other vintage dolls. Okay. These are, this is a wooden doll. Okay, she's made of wood. And she's got her and her big feet. And her original little yellow dress. And she's probably 8 inches maybe. Yep, she's 8 inches. If anybody was interested, she's $8. Another 1950s piece, but you can bend her, you could position her legs that she sits like that if you're interested in her. Okay. And she's 8, and I have another vintage boy doll. Okay, and he is, I think he's German. He's one of those German souvenir dolls. Okay. All right, Tina, I got you, honey. I'll put your name on it. Thank you. Okay, that's for Tina. And this is a German doll, probably from the 60s. He is what they love, that little souvenir kind of thing here. He's plastic. And he has his feather. It's kind of hanging in there. And there's a little backpack. This is a little backpack. Now they think the faux leather is kind of chipped off of here, but yeah, he's in all his goodness. You're welcome. All right, and he's just a little German, a little German souvenir doll, or European for that matter. I mean, I think German. I mean, he could be Dutch. I don't know. Okay, and he is $8 as well. Looks like the Ricola guy. Yeah, there you go. Ricola. I remember that. All right. Okay. Up next, I have I picked this up, but I only got one. We're gonna start this at I'm gonna start this one at 16. Okay. It is a Roseville, number 659. Okay. It does have a condition, has 2 small conditions, but I only have one. It is a bookend. It is like the white magnolia flower or whatever, but there's 2 conditions. One has a very old chip right there on its flower. It's right there. Okay, if you can see it, very old chip. But again, they say if you turn it this way, you can't see it anyway. Second one is down here on the bottom. Right in here. There's a little bit of a chip out of there. But there's the bottom. It's Roseville 659. Does have some crazing to it. You can see has some crazing to it. But it is one single bookend. Okay. Don't we all, Sherry? We all have a few conditions. Okay. And I'll give you a measurement on this. I love the colors. The color's great. It measures 5 inches tall, 5 1/4 inches wide, and it's 5 inches deep. So, and it looks like an open book. It looks like a book itself that's open with the flower. So it could sit anywhere in your decor, or it just sits up against the bookshelf holding some books in. Okay, so we have that. All right. Next, I have this. I believe it's origami. It's an Asian octagon. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, octagon candy dish. Asian covered box. It doesn't say OM or origami, whatever that is. But it's in the style of. Okay, it has 8 panels, 6 panels. There's a rickshaw. There's 3 rickshaws and 3 of this pattern. Here's the top. Okay, with the gold on the gold leafing on the top, and there's the pattern of it. Here's the bottom. It's in excellent condition. Here's the inside. There's no chips, cracks, or anything. So if anybody's interested in this, it's $14. $14. Just put 14 in the chat if you're interested in that. And it's a nice size. It's a nice size candy box. And I'll give you a measurement on it. The sides are like 3.5 inch. Overall height is about 7, and it's about 6.5 inches across. So we have 3 overall, 7, and 6 inches across for the octagon Asian influenced candy box. $14. Okay. All right. Up next, sticking with Asian, I have, these are very unique. These are the lacquerware. And they come with these Asian chopsticks, which I'm calling them chopsticks. I mean, some people might use them in their hair, but I'm throwing in these as well. Okay. And what they are is they're the lacquer rice bowls. There's a hole there that you put your chopsticks in, okay, to rest, from what I was told. It's black lacquer that has like a drop down here, and it has a dragonfly. And you get a set. So you get the 2 Asian rice bowls, or they could be soup bowls. Okay. And you get, one is longer than the other. You get a red You get these, and you get these. So the whole set, you get the two. One is longer than the other, but you get the two bowls and the two Asian Chinese chopsticks to go with them. Okay, and the whole set is $14 for the whole set. Whoop. If anybody is interested in those. Okay, let me put my number on there. Okay. Next I have, this is EAPG press, early American pattern glass, early American pressed glass, silvery or spooner. I'm sorry, it's a spooner. Indiana glass. It's called the Flower Medallion. Early EAPG. And it's a what they call a spooner, 1915 to 1924, aka also called Eclipse. So here's your design. It has a scalloped edge on top. I'm sorry. Starting bid at 14. There we go. And here's the bottom. To feel the roughness along the outside edge of here, but it's definitely patterned. EAPG, the center panel, and then you have the flowers here. And it stands about 5.5 inches tall. I don't have my black light with me. I think it has a green hue. Okay, so we have those. Indiana glass. Okay. Up next, more contemporary. These are from the 80s for sure. Okay. These are Mikasa. These are Mikasa crystal. Right here is a Mikasa. There's your right there. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're definitely from 1989. I know that because they were one of my wedding presents. I've had them since then. They're beautiful. They're really beautiful. Thank you, Simone. So Mikasa crystal set candlestick holders. And if you're interested in those are $14. I'm not giving out numbers because I didn't assign any numbers. So I'm just putting the value. So if you're interested, you just put the value in the chat if you're interested. All right. Moving on to the next item. All right. I have a flower frog. A big old round flower frog. And it has It has 16 holes. Glass flower frog, 16 hole, 5 inches round. No damage. If anybody's interested, it's $10 for the flower frog. Okay, put that to the side. That's true. It would definitely hold American flags in there. Absolutely true. All right. Next thing I have up is this antique vintage. I think it's antique. It's a wind up. And then it shuts off. It has, I wouldn't say it's a courting couple. I would say that it's, I don't know, it's a couple with a cherub. Simone, am I seeing your bids? Hold on, honey. Simone at 10. I see it now, honey. Thank you. I sure do. I got you, Simone. Thank you, honey. I'll put your name on it, okay? I'm sorry I didn't see that. Simone. All right, sweetie. Thank you. It's coming home to you. Okay, so this is, I think a lot of the silver stuff is worn off over the years. But here's the, it's like I made of a tin. Here's the Santa medallion picture. Now this might have had some kind of it's a powder dish, a powder container, and it sits on these little brass feet. And it is musical. I'm not sure what it's playing. It's playing something. I don't know. But anyway, when you, it has this little tiny wire that sticks out the side here. So when it's up, it plays. If I have to wind it. And then when you put the lid on it, it stops. Okay, and that's the way that goes. So it's this antique powder, vanity powder dish with the little brass feet. Your grandma had these? Oh my gosh. And it still works. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a name on the bottom. What is it? U.S. patent number, such and so and so. Okay. So it's that kind of a metal. Anyway, if anybody's interested, it's $16 for this older style powder container. Oh, now you got 2 of them? Yeah. There you go. All right. So put that to the side for now. And we'll put it in the, okay. Okay. Here we go. Interesting. Okay, up next I have some Linux, and I have this. This I believe is Russian. It's one of those little lacquer, little trinket containers with the hand painted flowers. Here's the inside. It has like a felted inside, and then here's the and it's definitely in Russian, but I don't know what it says. But it's in excellent condition. And here's the pretty flowers that are on top. And it's this big, so I would say it's about 2 inches round. Let me see if I'm right. Oh, 3 inches round. Pretty little Russian black lacquer, felted inside, little trinket jar, a trinket container. If anybody was interested in that, that was $12 for this one, for the Russian lacquer. Oh my God, Sherry. You're too funny. No, what are they going to do with your railroad room? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's switch over to this side. Oh, speaking of antique vanity, okay, this is a starting bed, and it starts at, oh, I made that there. We're going to start this at $16. This is definitely antique milk glass, but what I like about it is that a lot of times you don't find the original paint or transfer on them. Now this, you know, this is missing some of the paint and some of the transfer, but a lot of it's still here. I'm not sure about, okay. Anyway, it does come with a bobber, the bobber lid, but it's broke. Something broke off on the bottom, so I'm not sure if this is original to the piece. It does fit in there nicely. Okay, but here it is. It's one of those antique, antique milk glass. Okay, and a lot of times this is missing, this green color. And most all the time you never see these, the transfers that were on them. Now this one is kind of almost faded away, and this one is there. And each one of the transfers definitely has some wear issues, but it's a nice big size for your vanity. And this goes in it. That is antique milk glass. And this was the starting bid at $16. Yeah, I agree, Simone. I bet my son will go for that. Oh, okay, there you go. As long as it goes into good hands, Sherry. You have a big, big, big collection there. Yeah, Simone, you don't find them. You find them that they're, you know, I mean, it's all worn off. So some of the spots are worn, but not all of them. So, and it's a nice big size. There you go. I see Dreamboat in at $16. I'll give you a size on that. I know Dreamboat likes her milk glass. It's about 9 inches tall and about 6 inches brown down here at the bulbous section. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. A lot of the paint is missing. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So Dreamboat is in at 16. If there's any other interest, put it in the chat. If not, we're going to count her down. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Congratulations, Dreamboat. Sherry, you're too funny. Congratulations, Dreamboat. It's coming home to you. $16. Dreamboat Annie. Okay, thank you. All right. All right, up next. Up next, I have a tin. Now, some people like these tins. I have 2 tins, actually. This one is by the Dammer, Long Island, made in England. Container made in England, but it's been designed by a Dammer, Long Island, New York. So here's the tin. This one is this one here. So it's got some flowers, some butterflies, and then it has like a courting couple on the top, and it does open up nice and clean in there. And then down here on the bottom is the, probably backwards for you guys, okay, made in England, but designed by Dammer, Long Island. So I like the flowers. I like the I think the butterfly graphic kind of tells the year. But yeah, very pretty to sit up on the shelf. Elaine Marie, how are you, honey? Good to see you. I love you too, sweetheart. All right, if anybody's interested in the tin, the Dammer tin, I'll give you a measurement on it. 5.5 inches by about 4 inches. Anybody's interested, it's $10. Just put 10 in the chat if you're interested. It's Miss Sherry. It's Miss Eileen. We got Elaine. See, there I go. I'm going to be calling Elaine, and I call Elaine. I'm so bad with that. Okay, $10 for the Dammer tin. Get these notifications. And then I have another tin, and this one is made in Western Germany. And this one definitely has some age inside. There's the top. But what a pretty container on the outside. You're right. Yep, melted wax, all those things you don't want out in public. You know, unsightly things you want to hide away. And this one is this tall. This one is made in West Germany. There it is on the bottom, West Germany. I love the color. The color is very pretty. And if anybody was interested in this, it's $10 for the Western Germany tin can. And this is 6 inches in height and about 5 inches round. And Tina wants the red one from West Germany for $10. Thank you, Tina. Congratulations. Thank you. I pack really well, Tina, so I know you've not bought from me before, but if you ask anybody in the chat, they'll tell you. I've been shipping for a long time. Well, first with eBay and now with, and I thank God, all is good. Right? Y'all can tell her. Okay. Up next. Oh my goodness. Up next, I have a Pioneer Woman unique color variations. This is like a jadeite. Microwave, dishwasher safe. This is a Pioneer Woman plate, cake plate. This is right there, Pioneer Woman. Here we go, Pioneer Woman. Who doesn't love Pioneer Woman? Okay, this is in really good condition. I only see one small mark across it, which is probably from a knife. But other than that, 10.5 inches. Okay, 10.5 inches. I love the scalloped edge. And everybody loves Pioneer Woman. 10.5 inches. So it would hold that pie. It would hold that pie. Yep, it would hold the pie. Definitely hold the pie. Okay, if anybody was interested in the Pioneer Woman plate, $12 for the plate. Okay. Oh, let me put this over here. Elaine Marie, did your daughter-in-law the Target Magnolia lady, did your daughter or daughter-in-law pick, did you find glasses for the dais for your daughter's wedding as of yet? Joanna Gaines, yep. I binge watched her show one time. Anyway, you said your daughter was looking for a certain style. I didn't find that style, but I found another type of style. Yes, they found a nice, okay. Oh, anyway. So this is what I found. Oh, it's Italian. This is Italian glass, made in Italy, and it's the pink cranberry with the gold top. You know, like Tiffin glass that makes that gold top. But these are Italian, and I thought they would be perfect for the dais if they have like a pink color. But anyway, here's the sticker. It probably says hand blown in Italian, but in Italy. Aren't they gorgeous? Now they're not like, you know, they're the standard wine glasses, but they are still pretty. Made in Italy. Crystalina Fella something, like crystal. Aren't they beautiful? You're beautiful. And look at that pink. Oh my God. So anyway, I had these. And I thought if your daughter didn't get them, that I would show them to you. But she already got them. So I'm going to send a picture to my son and see if his wife wants them for their wedding next May. And if they don't, if she don't want them, then I'm going to put them up for sale. So I didn't mean to tease anybody with that, but I just wanted to make sure she had it. All right, up next I have this. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Did Jeffrey? I think you were looking for the Cambridge. Also, you were looking for the Cambridge sugar and creamer set. I don't remember the bowl I sold to you. But Jeffrey had a Cambridge cream and sugar set. You might want to check in with him to see if he has a set for you. I think he was showing something the other night in his basement when he was doing the basement thing. Okay, up next, this is an offer up. This is from France. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It's from Germany. It's a Schulman Arsberg, Germany. It is a cake plate stand. And this is a starting bid. We're going to start this at $20. Sorry if it seems high, but of what it is, and then all the packing. But here it is. Just the florals. And it has this airbrushed rose and like a robin's, between a robin's blue and a green. They're very pale. But look at the flowers on that, and they have a gold outline on them. Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. And here is the bottom that matches. Okay, all around. And then here's the stamp right there. Salzburg, Germany. I don't know what that green one, it says 31. I don't know what that means. Isn't that pretty? You see the gold and the gold around the, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now this bad boy. 12 inches round. 12 inches round. So this was another piece from my own collection. I see stuff like this and I go, oh, I gotta have that. But I have other important things. I have my son is getting married next May. So I have to find a dress. I have to, he's going to probably fly me up, but I have to get some money together so I can go for at least a week and a half to New York. Because, you know, I got to do the whole what the groom or the mother does, which I've never done it before, so I don't know. But I got to find a dress yet, you know, and all that nonsense. So, and other things have to be paid for. So anyway, I'm selling out some of my stuff. Anyway, no interest. We will pass it along. Oh my God, yes, they would. They would look very pretty on here, Sherry. And that is a stunning piece. There is no damage on this at all. There's none. Okay, so we'll put that to the side and put a number on it. So, am I right? Do I see people that are kind of fading away from the florals? I don't know. Like, it used to be like last year or so, we couldn't keep this stuff like this in our sales. They went real fast, like the plates and everything. It went real fast. This is also, this is an RS, RS Prussia creamer, 1891, 1918. For the creamer set, the creamer alone. There's the back stamp on there. And it has a tiny, tiny, tiny little chippy right there, like a little flea bite right there on the edge. Mm-hmm. I do too, Simone. I love the florals. I love the shabby, what they call shabby chic or whatever. I don't care what they call it today. I still call it shabby chic. The roses and all that stuff. So it is this big. It is very, very pretty. Has a tiny, tiny little flea bite on it, on that inside edge. Other than that, it's very, very translucent. So it's very thin china. So anybody who's interested in that, this will look so pretty with just little roses in it in your bathroom or Q-tips or something. So if anybody who's interested in that, this is going to be $12. I had it for $14, but we'll do $12 on that. I'll put my little cheat sheet back in there. I have 25 people watching. Amazing. Hello, everybody in there in the lurking lounge. No, the midriff bulge. You're too funny, Sherry. I feel ya. All right, we're going to do glass fruit. Glass fruit seems to be a big thing now. Everybody loves it. Now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 pieces of glass fruit. Each piece is going to be $6 each. Okay? So, if you want one, you would just put in, 6 grape or 6 apple or 6 orange, whatever. Okay, we're going to start out with the grape. Okay, I can show you them all. It's this big. This is the grape cluster, $6 each piece. Okay, we have the grape. We have the apple. We have the orange. And Sherry, you ready? We have the pepper. Green bell pepper. P-E-P-P-A. We have the yellow banana. We have a green pear. Pepper. And then I think this is like a squash. Okay, so we have grape, apple, orange, pepper, banana, pear, and squash. They're Italian? Okay. There she is, everybody. There she is. If you check out your chat, guys, Oh my God. Creative Eye Designs by Eileen. Girl, you know what I'm saying. When I say Peppa, you know I'm from New York. That's the girl I'm talking about that does the fake bake. She has an Etsy shop. Her YouTube channel is called Creative Eye Design by Eileen. And I love listening to this girl and her friend Lori because Eileen definitely has that accent going on that you love so much. And you hear it out of me every once in a while, especially Peppa. Hello, hello. Yes, I was talking about you. I was saying you're the girl with does the fake bake. And I have a lady in my chat who loves the fake bake. Eileen, look at this pie. Look at this apple pie I made. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I would dabble in my fake bake, but I found them. I found her Creative Eye Design by Eileen. Okay, y'all, if you screenshot that, because I can't go to another page to drop her link. Yeah, Long Island. Yeah, she's a Long Island girl. But if you love that Long Island Italian dialogue, you're gonna love listening to her. And she's very, very good. Simone, thank you for coming, honey. Enjoy your day tomorrow, 3 a.m. Ufta. Oh my God. Thank you so much for hanging in there, honey. Did you? You just bought a cute fake bake cake today? Enough said. Italian all the way, right? Take care. Um, Eileen, I made it with salt dough. I made that with salt dough. I don't use the clay. Yep, Long Island Railroad's on strike. I don't even know how my soon-to-be daughter-in-law even got to work. Ronkonkoma shut down. It's a ghost town. Okay. Well, it's nice to see you in here. Thank you. Thank you. That is salt dough, and then I added paint to the salt dough and made the pie crust. Okay. Up next. But thank you for coming in, sweetie. I appreciate you. I missed your show Friday with Lori, and I was there last Friday, but I don't think you were on. All right, up next. Watch, see how easy it is? You could sell your cupcakes. So much fun, ladies. Oh, you're going to Floral Park in the next few weeks? Did you, Sherry? You made a salt dough bread basket? Well, remember the one I tried to make last year? I made it out of that spray foam and it looked like a big giant potato in the pan. Oh my God. Oh my God. I bought a bunch of stuff to make stuff. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to do it. All right. So up next is this beautiful mug. Okay. There's no marking on the bottom. So that tells you it has some age to it, according to Scott. So no marking on the bottom. That's before 18. That's after, was it before 1891? Something like that. Anyway. But it's got beautiful florals. There's your inside. Now, that black stuff on the inside, something fell in when they were firing it, and that's fired in. So it's not sputs. But it's beautiful mug. It has the overlay. It's kind of like embossed. It's very pretty. Okay, so if you're interested in that mug, we'll say $8 for that mug. A beautiful antique mug. If you see it, if you see, I don't know if you can see all the embossing that's on this mug. It's beautiful. Anyway, okay, $8. Just tea leaves. Oh, have? Okay, I gotcha. I see Elaine Marie. I got you, girl. I got you down for that. All right. Up next. I don't know where my girl Cheryl is, but I found a clown. I found a clown. Clown alert if nobody likes them. Here we go. We have a musical wind-up clown. He kind of looks like Yardro in that Yardro style, but probably not. There's no Yardro on there. Oh, really? How to read tea leaves in your cup? Nice. And here's the back. He's a clown that's playing a flute, and of course he plays Bring in the Clowns. Elaine, the polka dots are very sweet. Oh, your sister played the flute? Nice. Here's a nice face. So if anybody's interested in the clown, a musical wind-up clown, it's $14. If anybody is interested. Okay. See? Elaine. Creative Eye Designs by Eileen. Eileen, you see how easy it is? It's not that difficult. And you know all about all the bells and whistles. You've got like the music going and the hands clapping. I don't even have that. I don't know how to do that. So see, I said it's easy peasy. You can do it. Plus you have a youngin' at home that can help you do it. Your son, Thomas. Okay. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4-piece set here. This is an old vintage, probably celluloid, 1950s celluloid. Now, they might be married to each other, meaning they might be from different sets or whatever, but I don't know. But we're gonna start this one off. Starting bid at 16. Okay. But you guys are a panic to watch. I enjoy it. Okay. You get this mirror, and of course this is Screamer 1950s. Okay, you get this mirror. Now this mirror has a little bit of, you know, around the very, very edge. But you get that mirror. Now, and then you get, now see the design of the mirror? The design of the mirror is totally different. I remember, how many of you remember tables or bathroom vanities that had this type of design in it, right? Remember that? Okay, so you get the mirror. Here's the little, now you see this is just like a celluloid, whatever. Okay, you get that. And you get this one. Here's another one. And then there's the glove box, what they call the glove box. And it has a small condition issue right here, but you open it up. Come on. Now you're going to make a problem. You're going to give me a problem. Okay, I'm better now. And there's the glove box. It still has a little tag in there from whoever. Okay, this says antique glove case, celluloid. Okay. So that's your glove box. And you see the, I don't know if you could see the texture in the celluloid. It kind of looks like or whatever. But anyway, you get the box, you get the two little containers, and you get the mirror. And we had that at Powder Pop Box. Smell it. No. Okay. All right. So you get the whole thing, kit and caboodle, $16 for the whole set. Okay. Even though the mirror doesn't really match, it's more of a marriage. Mm-hmm. Eileen. I wash them. There's no way that smells like. No, that doesn't smell like old lady powder. Whatever you want to. Old lady powder. I'm an old lady. I don't know what they want to call old lady powder. But anyway, there's no Avon in there. So you get the whole 4 pieces for $16 if anybody's interested. Otherwise, I'm going to put this to the side. Okay. Fun stuff. That vintage vanity. Okay. Elaine, you make me do things I don't want to do. All right. What else? We have the EAPG pressed creamer and little open sugar. We have this set if anybody is interested in that. I don't think it's 100% match, but it's close enough. We still have the spiral pattern, so open sugar and creamer. And if anybody's interested in this little set, this is $10 for this little set here. If anybody is interested, EAPG. That right there. What else? So if you're out in the Lurkers Lounge just wondering what I'm doing, okay, I'm located in southeastern North Carolina, originally from Long Island, New York. For those that can appreciate that. I ship with Pirate Ship, and I use PayPal for the invoicing. So you don't have to be a PayPal customer. You can check out with PayPal through the invoice I send you, and they accept all major credit cards and Venmo. Okay, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This is a glass candy bowl, and this is made by Lenox. And it has the Lenox etch mark right on the bottom, right there. And this has butterflies and dragonflies. I don't know if you can see it. See a dragonfly and then a butterfly. And it's just, there you go. You can see them there. It's a scalloped edge. There's no damage at all. It is Lenox crystal. Elaine, oh my God. Oh my God, that's too funny. White shoulder, yes. My mom had that in the bathroom. I used to hate to clean the bathroom because that counter behind the door where she kept all powders and stuff, it was just coated with powder. Yeah, white shoulders and whatever. Amorous. She had amorous, and one of my mother-in-law had what is the one with the bird? Oh my God. I just had it in my head. So it's like florals with a bird anyway. But here's the Glenix bowl. It is crystal. It is this big round. It's in excellent condition, nice and buttery, beautiful, buttery, smooth crystal. If anybody's interested, it's $12 for the Lennox bowl. $12 for the Lennox bowl. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, for all you whimsical folks out there, I have a Bailey's Winking Mail Cup. This is the last one I have. Mm-hmm. I did too. My mom used to have an Avon lady come and visit. She was Norwegian. Her name was Thule. And she was the Avon lady. And that's how she talked. I'm not making fun of her. But that's how she talked. Thule, the Avon lady. Anyway, this is 1997 vintage. Limited edition Winking Bailey's cup. There you go. He has quite the smirk on, doesn't he? The winking with the side eye and the smirk. Amazing. He's like, yeah, sure. That's what I said. That's what I say. He says. He's got that pouty lip, like, girl. With the Baileys. I have a bid. Elaine Marie, $12. She wants the Lennox bowl. Okay, girl, you got it. I'll put your name on it. Thank you. He's saying, out of my face. That face looks like he's doing one of these numbers. I love him. Anyway, very different. You do all kinds of stuff with this. You put a little plant in there. Okay. So if you're interested in him, he's $12. If you want the Bailey's attitude, the guy with the attitude, Elaine Marie. Elaine Marie. $12 for this Bailey's cup guy. They're limited edition. They only made them for so long. I had another one. I think Cheryl bought that from me. All right. So, oh, and it says yum on the inside. There you go. Yum. Thank you, Miss Elaine. I appreciate you. Did I get to all of that? No, I have the Asian. I have 2 of these Asian. I have 4 sets. Set of 4, and I have 2 sets. Okay, so back to Asian stuff. Okay, so this is, here's the back mark. I don't know what it says. It's Japanese. These are Otagiri Rickshaw rice bowls with the golden band. They all have the same design. There are a set of 4. of the rice bowls. If anybody is into the Asian decor. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know where my friend MLB is. She's my Asian girl, and Linda Punky. So we have set of 4 of the Asian rice bowls. Okay, and they're very, very thin porcelain, white porcelain. Anybody who's interested in these, $16 for the set. And that is this set here, $16. Second set, same amount of money. Here's the back stamp. Now each of these have a different design. There's the floral in the blue and green. There's this floral here. And again, these don't have to be, you know, you can get real bougie if you want to. I mean, you could put a little soap and water here, and you can put it on your table when you're having your ribs, you know, so your ribs don't get all, you know, your fingers don't get all sticky. Or you could throw your keys. It could be a catch-all, a little soap dish, a little something. Yeah, eat with those chopsticks, exactly. This one has more, this has the blue and the, I don't know, like a rust color. That's that floral one. And then the last one has this design on it. Aren't these pretty? These are so pretty. Yeah, for little kids cereal. I don't know about that, girl. They're too pretty, but this is a pink, the lavender florals. They're so pretty. A lot of people are designing with the Asian in mind. Asian theme. Okay. So each one of those is 16 for a set. Okay. Put my mark on those. Okay. Let me move this to the side. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find something here. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Hold on. 2 more links. Etsy, Facebook, Pinterest. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see, copy. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Eileen. Paste. Let me see if this works. Did that work? No, that did not work. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it did. Okay. Hopefully that works. Eileen. Okay, I shared your channel, honey. So if anybody wants to go over there and subscribe to you and see how you make your stuff. And she also sells on Etsy. Okay, so she's far better than what I do, because I just started dabbling in it. But she's far better at what she does than I do at my stuff. And she has the cutest cupcakes you'll ever want to see. So anyway, go over and check it out. And she has Ladybug. She does Ladybug. She does cupcakes with flowers, and they have like they have ladybugs and they have bumblebees, and she makes her bumblebees with polymer clay, I believe. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Elaine Driscoll. Welcome back, honey. So yeah, if you just, you know what, to, you know, register on her channel, you know, go subscribe to her, and um, you know, and then check them out. I believe they're on Friday nights. I believe they start at 7 Eastern or 7:30 Eastern, and they alternate between Elaine's channel and Lori's channel, her friend Lori. But they're Ethel and Lucy. They're very good friends. And Lori does floral design, and Eileen does the fake bake, and she also makes other crafty stuff like gnomes and things like that. You'll enjoy it. If you miss a good Italian New York accent to listen to, you gotta. And they just sit there and shoot the shit on a Friday night when you got nothing else to do. There we go. Friday nights at 7:30. I love it. I said, girl, I can't believe I found you. I'm obsessing. I can't believe it. I listened to someone who has the same accent I do, but hers is a lot stronger than mine. Hers is a lot stronger than mine, but I love it nonetheless. I have this, I don't know what it is. It's half silicone, half glass. I guess it's for baking. I'm not a baker. Thank you, guys. I'm not a baker in the least, but I imagine it's for baking. This glass comes out, and this is like silicone on the edge. I picked it up for a fake bake because I wanted to make like a pie crust, but I don't know how to get it out. I don't know how to make this work for a fake pie crust. So I'm just going to have to, you know, I said, you know what? I'm just going to put it out there. All right. So it's a glass bottom, silicone sides. Okay. And there's no name brand on it. Okay. But if anybody's into a tart pan, okay, then this comes off. This piece comes off the glass. So anyway, I was going to use it, you know, just as a mold. But now you heard before about, I have so much stuff for fake baking. Like I said, I've got stuff. So anyway, if anybody's interested in this, I was asking $10 for it. If anybody's interested in this. Yeah, exactly. Support women-owned business, girl. So if anybody was interested in that, that was 10. Okay, we had that one. I didn't even do the stuff that's behind me yet. I'm still at it. White milk glass. Sherry, you're in for 10? Okay, honey, I gotcha. All right, Miss Sherry. Thank you. I hope you bake better than me. All right, milk glass. Now this comes from Brody, E.O. Brody. It's just a milk glass vessel, plant a holder. Okay, planter pot in the urn shape. And if anybody's interested in this, this is $10 for the E.O. Brody planter. I was going to save it for red, white, and blue, but then I decided not to. You're welcome. Thank you, hon. E.O. Brody. All right. I had the oval. I showed this once before. This is the amber glass oval dish. Probably had a lid at some point. but I showed this once before. If anybody was interested in this, this was $6 for the oval amber. I like the bottom that it has like that waffling kind of thing on the bottom, but this is $6 for this one. I think I had $12 on this at one point. Not anymore. So if anybody wanted that one, Sherry girl. Okay, so the oval amber was $6. Okay. I had this small one here. This is Princess House. This is copper-footed candy dish with 4-story of glass in it. Okay, here's the bottom, that's copper. Here's your candy dish. It has a little bit of a green hue when I put a UV light on it. But it's this big, if anybody's interested. This one is $6 for that. I think it's about 5 inches across. That's $6 for that one. Okay. This one here, this one here is pretty old. Okay, this is silver plate. I'm not sure. It's tarnished on the bottom, but it says silver plate on the bottom. But it's the divided candy dish. Okay. And it has the silver plated insert. It's not polished. I didn't polish it. Some like it polished, some like it just tarnished up just the way it is. Okay. If you're interested in this, I don't know where my black light is. This might have a green tint to it. Baking is therapy? Really? Girl, I cannot bake. I can make that fake pie, but I can't bake. I can make a cake, but my cookies come out like hockey pucks. I don't get the whole thing. My battery is running low on this stupid laptop. Okay, if anybody's interested in this one, here's the edge. It's got reticulated edging and the glass insert. And on the back, I don't know. It's right there, but it's so faint. Silver plate. Very pretty little divided dish. Anybody's interested, it's $14. If anybody's interested in that one. Okay. All right, what's behind me? This is so pretty. I married these two up. I had this as a little, a lamp. You know what I mean? They go in the ceiling fans or whatever. I had this, and then I found this little thing here. So I kind of painted it up and distressed it. I put a tea light on top of it, and I added this to it, and there's your fairy lamp. Isn't that cool? There's your fairy lamp. So let me show you the separate. Let me turn that off. This is kind of like a frosted. It has a texture to it, but it has very pretty lines, very floral lines. If anybody was interested in this, is $12. And then you have this bottom piece here like that. And it's just a simple little thing that you would just put in the bathroom or put on a little side table. And it just rests right on there like so. Like its own little fairy lamp. Yes, the thingy dingy goes with the thingy dingy. Yeah. Oh my God. You're too funny. Okay, here we go. All right, so that one was $12 for that one. What else? Okay. I put that here. That's $12 for that one. I like coming up with different ideas for things. Okay. I have, we're going to start this at $16. This is a starting bid. Okay, here we go. This is a 1950s brass and black velvet purse. There's the clasp. And you have the red inside. And it even comes with its own little mirror. Not a very safe mirror, but a mirror in itself. There we go. There's your inside. This is black velvet. There's the bottom. But if you're into vintage purses, there we go. Black velvet. Very pretty. Miss Elaine is in for 16. Thank you, Elaine. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Mm. Oh, Elaine, you talking like Yoda. Niece is 45 this year. She is. Oh my goodness. I think she'll love it. Okay. All right. So I see Elaine. We're going to count her down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sold to Miss Elaine. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. Not to go out without gloves and lipstick, absolutely. My mother, well, she didn't do the gloves, but she definitely had the lipstick. For real. She had to be in the bathroom doing the lipstick. Thank you, Elaine. You're going to love that. Thank you, thank you. All right, what's next up here? What's next? I have this little brass like Turkish teapot. It's a little teeny one like so. There we go. So anybody who's into this sort of thing, it's a little mini Turkish style teapot, vintage. And if anybody's interested in that, it's $12 for the little Turkish brass teapot. Thank you. Okay. Up next, does anybody like Temptations? I have a creamer. And then I have like a milk jug. Okay. And then I have 3 plates, like little serving plates, like that. And these are Temptations. Okay. Now let's do these first. Okay, so this is like the milk pitcher, and this stands 6 inches tall, and the creamer stands 5.5 inches tall. So the milk pitcher, here's your Temptations mark on the bottom. There's the blue flower with the yellow and the red center. And there's the creamer. It's the bulbous milk pitcher or creamer. So you have one that's like this, or maybe, one like this and one like this. Okay. These are both Hi, Barb. How are you? No problem. You're here now. That's fine. Okay. Each one of these is $12. Who's ever interested? I'm going to call this a milk pitcher and this a creamer. Each one is choice, $12. Whichever one. No worries, Barbara. Okay, so we have those two, $12 choice. And then I have 3 of these trays, little handle trays. I have 3 of these. These are $12 as well. Oh, you did? Oh, Barb. Well, I hope you're feeling better. That's a hell of a surgery, knee replacement. Who knew? Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope you're doing well, honey. Speedy recovery on that one. Okay. Jeez. All right, let me give you a mark on here. This is 12 inches by 7 inches. 12 inches by 7 inches. Temptations, little tidbit tray with little open handles, $12. Temptations, doesn't give me a year. Here we go. It says hand painted. Temptations by Tara. Oven, dishwasher, microwave safe. $12 each for those. I have 3 available. Okay. Next, I have, now these, again, I bought these to do fake bake. And I was going to do a banana split, but I can't figure out how to make the banana. So I'm bringing them to you guys if you want them. There's 4 of them. Okay, and they're banana split boats. And it's $12 for the set of 4. I have a set of 4 of the banana split boats. Everybody loves a banana split in the summer. Okay, so $12 for the set of 4. I have those. I believe these are vintage. Okay, they're pretty heavy and substantial in size. Okay, so I'm not sure the date on here, but there's is that a J? It says, yeah, that's a J. So they're Jeanette, maybe? Is it a J or no? It's not an L. Or maybe it's an L backwards. No, it's a J in the bottom. Okay. Okay, and these are ice cream float. These are ice cream float glasses, like you would get at the Rock and Sop, the ice cream parlor back in the 50s. You give you ice cream soda in there or a big old sundae piled up. I have 4 of these available. If anybody was interested in those, it'd be $15 for all 4 glasses. And they're nice and heavy, nice and sturdy. Excuse me. Put that over here. Up next, I have 4. Now these I also bought for Fake Bake, and I was going to try the resin. I was going to try to make like Coca-Cola, like ice cream Coke floats. Oh, God. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, guys. I have a set of 4. Okay, these do have a little sticker on the bottom. But these are the vintage Coca-Cola, green glass Coca-Cola cups. Okay, I have a set of 4. Okay, so I got 15 on the set of 4. $15 for the set of 4. Okay. And then I have this French, this is, oh, damn. It went out. My laptop died. Okay, so I'm just down to my camera now. So this is a French-inspired figurine, like a little French boy carrying his wheat. And he's a figurine. And he measures 11 inches tall. 11 inches tall. And he is, what does this say? Pacific Japan. Pacific Japan is on the bottom. So he has a very French look, you know. And he doesn't have any damage on him at all. Even his nose is in good condition. And he has a little chicken, a little duck, whatever down there. So he just, if you have like a French country, and that would look pretty as well. And if anybody was interested in this one, this is going to be $12 for him as well. Okay. Let me just put 12 on him. And this was 16, and these were, I think these were 12, no, these were 16, and these were, okay, they were both 16. Okay, that way if somebody contacts me, I'll know. Okay. Okay, those go here. And these was 12 for the ice cream. Okay, guys. And that's everything I got on the table. Let me see if I can plug in. Hold on. It's already 7:30. Holy crap. Oh, I didn't do this one. This one has a little bit of a a little chippy there right on the lip, but I just thought it was very pretty. It's like a big old coffee pot, I guess, or a big old pitcher. Anyway, it doesn't have a lid, but I thought it would look very pretty just as a vase. Okay, so I picked it up. I love the florals. It does have some weight to it, but there's the back and here's the front. I don't believe this is a contemporary piece because this is really, it's a nice, like it was a coffee pot at some point. But anyway, I thought I would bring it anyway. I was going to put flowers in it. So if anybody was interested, this was going to be $12 for this. Okay, $12 for that. Like coffee pot without a lid vase. Okay, let me go get my cord so I can plug in my laptop so I know what I'm doing. Okay. All right. Let me plug in. Okay. Let me plug you in. Oh, for crying out loud. What's the matter? This doesn't have a 3-prong. Okay. Hopefully you'll reach. Mm-hmm. Plug you in right here. Stand by. Here we go. All right, you reached. Awesome. Whoa. Oops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to take you for a ride. Okay. I'm plugged in, so that should go for that. All right. Let's see if I can get this computer back on. Sorry for the trip, guys. Okay. Here we go. Turn you back on. Hopefully this will work. Okay. I don't know if it has enough juice. We will see. Okay, guys. So if there's anything else that you saw that you might be interested in, and I can show you. Okay. Oh, that took a turn quick. All right, so let me refresh this page. Top chat. Live chat. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. No problems. You rewatch the video. No problem. Okay, guys. So, again, I had a lot. I have a lot left on the table. So, what items did I have earlier? Okay. Okay, I'll start very early. All right. I had the cream and sugar, Piccadilly, 1941. Okay, this was $12. I had the Pioneer Woman Jadeite 10.5-inch pie plate for $12. I had the Waldenware Finkel and Company, F. Finkel Company, England, in the pheasant pattern. I had 2 of these dishes. They were $14 each. I have 2 dinner plates. Okay. I had the Rosenthal. Is it Rosen? Great. Yeah. Roseville bookend with this tiny little chippy do on the flower and down here. And this was $16 for the one bookend. What does it say? Did you sell the yellow popcorn duck wax item? No, I didn't, because I didn't want to, Eileen, I didn't want to have to ship that, because that's going to be a big box for such a popcorn duck. So I was going to put it in my booth, because that way I don't have to ship it. These are expensive when you get them. Yeah, it's 20 inches. Anything over, I believe it's 18 inches, costs an extra $4 to ship it. So it would be how much plus shipping plus another $4 on top of it. That's why I didn't bother. You know what I mean? Because I was probably going to be $16 just to begin with. So, and then I got to find a box that long. So it would be 20 and then 20 more, you know. So, okay, that's why I didn't put it. It's been sitting there forever, though. All right. What else? Oh, the juice cup set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't even show this. I had the vintage juice cup, the juice decanter, the vintage orange juice container with 5 of these little cups, these little glasses, and these were $16 for the set. For the vintage orange juice decanter and 5 little glasses. Tang! Yes, ma'am, Tang. Remembers Tang. All right, so I had those. What else did I not show? I didn't show the ginger jar. Okay, this is the ginger jar. There's the top with the bird. And this is $14 for the ginger jar. I'll write the amount down if anybody's interested in that. It's 14. And I didn't show this. This I've shown before, but a long time ago. This is actually this is made in Indonesia, but look at the beautiful blue and all the design on it. Okay. This is a beautiful bowl. Okay, if anybody's interested in that, that was $10. I missed stuff on the back of my thing. It supposedly had a top to it, but does this say Indonesia on it somewhere? I thought it said Indonesia. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different one. Anyway, I thought it was an Indonesia one. Aline, you going to take that? I'll take it. Which one, honey? You want this one? The bowl for 10? Or the juice? Yeah, I could have sworn it said Indonesia on it. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's, oh no, is it up here? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yep. KIG Indonesia. There it is right there. It's Indonesia, and it's made for, I think it's for Imperial, but it was made in Indonesia. Yes, the bowl. Okay, Aileen, thank you. Okay, Eileen takes the bowl. All right. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, Barb. All right, I did that. I had the Mikasa, crystal Mikasa candlestick holders, and that was 14 for the set. I had this the EAPG 1915-1924 Indiana glass spooner for 14. Early American pressed glass. I had the vintage glass divided serving tray with the reticulated edge and the silver plate, and that was 14. I had the powder, the musical powder with the little couple on the front, like the cherubs and whatever. And this is musical, and I had 16 on that. That's a pretty old piece. I had the black lacquer box for 12. And there's a felt inside. It was 12. And I'm just going around the circle here today. I had this tin. This was $10 for this tin. Here's the couple there. And this is made in England, but designed on Long Island, bared on Long Island. Here's the inside. This was $10 for that. Okay, so if you're watching on the replay and you see something you like, let me know. Just send me an email. I had a set of 6 cordial glasses with the beautiful design, etched design, and there's 6 of them for $12. And those are the little cordials. I had the candlestick holders by Wedgwood Crystal. I'm sorry, Waterford Crystal. Right there is your stamp. And these are candlestick holders. And these were $12 for that set. We had the 4-piece vanity set But that's the mirror. The two little dresser containers, and this is celluloid. I don't have a problem with this box. Oh, okay, that's why. And this is called the glove box. Okay, so you get the glove box, this one, and this one, and a mirror. And that was $16 for the set. I had that one. I had the RS Prussia little floral creamer, 1891, 1918, and that was $12 for that. I had the little two-piece EAPG creamer and open sugar, $10 for this set. I had the glass fruit. There was $6 each. Oh, thank you, Elaine Driscoll. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for coming. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I was like, oh my God, where is everybody? Thank you for coming. I hope you have a wonderful summer as well. I hope to see you before the end of. Okay, we had a squash, glass squash, $6 each. I had a squash, a grape, a banana, a green pepper, a green pear, an orange, and an apple. Okay, it was $6 each. I had the musical wind-up clown. Okay, and that was, what did I say that was? $12. I didn't put a number on it. Okay, $12 for the musical wind-up clown playing with a flute. You're funny. Celluloid. Oh, it was 14 anyway. Sorry, it was $14. I missed it. $14 for the clown. There we go. I missed it. And then I had the German doll, boy doll, souvenir boy doll. He was $8. And then I had the two from Japan. These were the set for $14. These are the stocking head dolls from Japan. They are posable. Little boy and little girl. That was $12 for the set. Cheryl, how are you? Did you just get here? You were lurking. 14 for the clown. All right. How are you? I wish I could use the banana as a mold, but I can't use the banana as a mold. Okay, so for the set of these, made in Japan, 1950s into 60s, the set of dolls was $14. She was in the lounge. Cheryl was in the lounge. Okay, so Cheryl gets the clown. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And then I had, this was an offer up, and we started this at $20. This is for the Germany, Schulman as Arsberg, Germany. Floral cake stand. and it has the matching bottom on it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This was at $20. It's 12-inch. Okay. And then we had the corn. This is a hobbyist piece. This is a corn casserole, or for ears of corn, or just for decoration if you have that country thing going on in your house. And this was $14 for this corn covered doodah. What else? I had the Bailey's winking cup with yum inside. See, yum. And he's got the winking and the side eye and the pouty lips. Okay. That. Okay, so that was $12 for that guy. I had the Asian box, a 6-sided Asian style box. That was $14. The oval amber bowl, that was $6 for that. Okay. And what else? Coca-Cola glasses. Had a set of 4 of the green glass Coca-Cola glasses. That was $16. The French figurine of the boy with the wheat and the chicken. Very French country there. That was $12 for him. The vintage ice cream parlor glasses. Those were $16 for those. I had $12 for a set of 4 of the banana boats. $12. These were $12 each. It's the Blue Temptation. This one. Whiskers. Relax with that. $12 choice. I did either one of the creamers or the tray. Okay. And then $12 for the little mini Tiberian teapot. This little tiny thing, about probably 5 inches tall. Oh, for goodness sake. I had $14 on the ginger jar with the blue bird. Japan. All right. And then I had $12 on this little fairy lamp that I made out of this little light cover and this little bottom. It's kind of like a DIY. And then you put the little light in there, cover it up, and it sits on top, and you have a little fairy light. Okay, and this was $12 for that. And then the juice. Okay. All right. And then other than that, that's, and of course the rice bowls. And those are the Asian rice bowls. And that's what I have. And that's what was to be had today at the light sale. Barb Conley, you want the fairy light? All right, babe. No problem. All right. I love that. That came out so pretty. That was like my own little design here. Barb C. Okay. Thank you. All right. What else is? And that's it. You see, I always have so much left over. And you don't want to see it next week or the week after that. That's why this all goes to the booth. It all goes to the booth. Yay. All right, hold on a minute. This cat. Hopefully, and it'll sit at the booth. Okay. Relax. Relax. I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay. What else? Okay. So maybe next week what I'll do is I will take some of the stuff from my booth, stuff that's been there for a while, and I'll bring it home and I'll do like a sale on it. So, like I said, I have a few more tubs. Oh, maybe. Not sure if she's still here or not. She might have left. Hold on. There, Bubba Booey. Maybe next time. Well, you have to take it out anyway. She's doing a plate wall. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll just send her a picture of it. We'll do it that way. Okay. Okay, guys, so time for the giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway. We're going to do $5 Bunny Bucks giveaway. He needs his own room. Well, I had the pocket door closed between the... You were so vocal, Whiskers. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. He's such a vocal kitty. Meow, meow. Don't get in and none of my stuff. Okay, guys, so at the end of my sale, I do a $5 giveaway for Bunny Bucks, and all I need you to do is pick that number. Okay, so anybody who had purchased from me, you get to pick a number. I will write the number down here. And you guys pick the number. If you win that number, I'll give you $5 off your order. Okay. You can put the number, try the number as many times as you like. Okay. But you did have to purchase something today to be able to participate. All right. So we're going to do... Okay, I have my number picked out. We come for the games. All right, so watch for the chat, okay? So the number I'm looking for is between... And look at the chat. The number is between 35 and 45. And we have a winner. We have a winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so the number that I wrote down was 39. Aileen, 51? You're a panic. Okay, the number was 39. So I see Miss Cheryl Hoskins as the first number 39 in my list at 758. Miss Cheryl, congratulations. You have $5 off your order. Okay. And let's see here. So let's try one more time. Now, if you won the first round, let someone else in the second round win. Okay. So the number is going to be between, okay, so for the rest of you guys, you have a second chance to win. The number's between 45 and 55. Go. All right, we have a winner, chicken dinner. Okay, we have a winner, and our winner is, this is the number here, number 55. And the winner of 55 is Miss Sherry. Congratulations, Sherry. Okay, you get $5 off your order. Thank you so much, honey. And I'll put that right there. $5 bunny bucks. I'll put that on your pie, honey. And this one goes to Miss Cheryl. $5 off your order as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And I'm just going to plug my pie. If anybody is interested in having a pie like this made for them, a faux pie, okay, hopefully this one, the next one will not split. But if anybody is interested in having another one or one like this made for them, it's in a 10-inch pie or 8-inch pie pan. No, it's 10-inch. What am I saying? This is a fake bake. It does smell yummy. It's a 10-inch. Okay. It's a 10-inch. It's made of sourdough. And it's all sealed up in Mod Podge, so it won't mildew or anything like that. Cinnamon is a natural bug deterrent. They don't like the smell of cinnamon. And this does have a smell of cinnamon. So if anybody would like one of these, you could just email me. Okay. And if you're interested, they're $30. You don't have to pay up front. I will invoice you. But if you're interested, they're $30 each. Okay. Let me know. You can email me. And if you change your mind about what you saw today in today's sale and you see something that you like, just email me. Let me know the date of the sale. Okay, so I can go back and refresh on what was asked or whatever, if it's not here, if it's in my booth already. And I encourage you again, guys, go back and watch my older shows, my sales from other from other, Sundays. And maybe there's something in there that you missed along the way. You could wait, just go to the end of the video and watch the end of it. I could use the watch hours. I could use whatever. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for listening in the beginning. I very much appreciate that. And that kind of explained what's been going on, with why you hadn't seen me. Okay, so hopefully we can do this next week. I can't promise it, but I will do my best. Again, if you see something, grab it. And if you see it, if you think about it again, I can always pull it out of the booth if it didn't sell. I might be, Cheryl. I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee it. I have not been thrifting because it wasn't cost effective. So I'm pulling a few items from my own inventory. Because I haven't been thrifting. I haven't thrifted anything. So I've just been pulling from my own inventory and some stuff that maybe you guys have all seen already. So, but love to you all. Hopefully we'll see you. Well, if you go into my channel, now how you're going to find my live sales is when you go to my channel, scroll across to the tab that says live, okay? Because it doesn't show you the latest video. It shows you videos from like 4 years ago, just under videos. So go to live, and live will bring you right to the shows that I've done consecutively. I think my last show was before Easter. Okay, guys? Love you to pieces. Thank you for coming. Thank you for understanding. And we'll talk soon. And thank you, Cheryl, for checking in on me. I appreciate you. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great week. And we'll see you in the chat. Bye now.